everyone, so I thought of this idea that I thought would be really fun to film a video on. I noticed that when I want to purchase makeup or when I think about buying makeup or even when I do buy makeup, I sort of follow these rules that aren't necessarily like laid out, but I realize that I sort of go through them in my mind without necessarily realizing it. So I decided to write down those sort of rules that I follow for purchasing makeup, and this definitely helps me to stay away from impulse purchasing and to make sure I'm buying products that I really want in my collection, that add value to my collection and I'm actually going to use. And I feel like this would just be sort of helpful for some people if you are on a no buy or a low buy, just to help you stop making impulse purchases and sort of ask yourself these questions, make sure that you are sort of thinking through and making conscious purchasing decisions when you do decide to buy makeup. So the first thing that I sort of ask myself or think about is this product on my wish list? Has this been a product that I've wanted for a while? How long has it been on my wish list? If it's like a brand new product and it intrigues me and I feel like I could really like it, I usually wait a little bit and I wait for some reviews to come out and kind of go off of other people's reviews to decide if it will work for me. So reviews can also be really helpful in if you're wanting to try a product and it has really bad reviews, maybe it's not the best product to add to your collection. So I find that asking myself if this product was on my wish list, how long has it been on my wish list? I usually wait a pretty long time to buy something. I will add something to my wish list and then I won't buy it for at least a couple months. And if I do end up purchasing it, it's one that I know that I'm going to use and going to get my money's worth out of. Another thing that is really tempting can be sales. So when a sale is going on, I ask myself, did I actually want this product before it was on sale, or do I just want to purchase it because it's on sale and it's a good deal, even though I might not necessarily want it and use it as much as I should, and it won't necessarily add value to my collection. A few years ago, when things were on sale at Sephora, I used to just purchase them because it was like a discounted price and it would be nice to have this product in my collection that is like sort of a more luxury product, but I got it for a better price, even though I don't necessarily want it and it's not necessarily something I will use a ton. So I feel like I kind of made a lot of those impulse purchases, and I've definitely changed my mindset with that to only purchase products that are on my wish list. So if there is a sale going on, I'll say, okay, cool, there's a sale. Is there anything on my wish list that is on sale? And sort of stay away from the reverse where it's like, oh, there's a sale. What here kind of looks appealing to me, but is not necessarily on my wish list, and I don't really actually want it and it won't add value to my collection. You know what I mean? So I feel like when there is a sale, you really have to be conscious of what is specifically on your wish list and what you would actually like to bring into your collection, because I feel like products on sale are definitely some of the most tempting to just sort of purchase willy-nilly and not realize sort of what you're bringing into your collection and how much you're bringing in. Another thing that sort of goes along with products on sale is if you are purchasing a product on sale, ask yourself, would you buy it full price? So obviously, if you don't really love or want something and it's not something you really think would add value to your collection and you're gonna get a lot of use out of, you wouldn't necessarily buy it full price, because if you don't think it's worth the full price tag, why would you buy it on sale? It just doesn't really make sense. So if it is something you would not buy full price, do not purchase it on sale. And sometimes this can be sort of tempting if it's something you're kind of wanting to try but on the fence about and it does go on sale. Like, maybe there are some exceptions to this rule, but in general, if you wouldn't purchase it full price, I don't think you should purchase a product on sale. And the next thing I ask myself that I've kind of been mentioning throughout this video is, will this product add value to my collection? Is this a more unique product that I don't already have and I feel like I would get good use out of it and I want to experiment with and try? or is it something that I can find a dupe for in my collection? If there's like an eyeshadow palette you really want, but it's a more neutral palette, which a lot of people have neutral eyeshadows already in their collection, you can go through your collection, pick out specific shades that correspond with this palette and sort of dupe the vibes. There's people that do videos on like duping the vibes of a palette with their current collection. So if something is tempting you, I highly recommend going through your collection, trying to find a dupe, and that will sort of satisfy your need for that product. I definitely think through purchases a lot more, and if there's something I want, for example, if there's a blush I want, like I want this blush, but I already have probably like 30 blushes in my collection. So do I really need this blush? Is there something in my collection that is similar to it? Or is it a really unique blush that I don't already have in my collection? And if it is a unique blush, sure, go ahead and purchase it, because that product will add value to your collection, especially if it's something you think you're gonna use a lot. Like for example, cream blushes is a product that I didn't have many of in my collection before my no-buy, and I really wanted to just try Salt New York, so I actually ended up investing, I guess sort of investing, I mean they're not super expensive, but they are more luxury products, so I did invest in 5 cream blushes from them, and those are really the only cream blushes I have in my collection. I have a couple others here and there, but those are like my main cream blushes in my collection. So now when I want to purchase a cream blush, I say to myself, do I really need this? Because I have those 5 Salt New York cream blushes that I really love and want to use. So any other cream blushes wouldn't necessarily add value to my collection unless they're like a really unique product. Like the Melt Cream Blush Lights are a little bit of a different product. They're supposed to be a blush and highlighter in one. And that is something that is on my wish list. I probably will end up purchasing in the future because I feel like that would add value to my collection. I don't have any products like that where it's supposed to be like a really glowy blush, a highlighter, and a blush in one. So I feel like that is something that would actually add value to my collection. So these are just some things to think about as you are thinking about purchasing makeup. Maybe you're on a no buy or a low buy and you are very tempted. Just ask yourself these questions before you make those purchases, and this has definitely helped me a ton on my no buy, and I've definitely held myself back from a ton of purchases sort of by asking myself these questions. So I hope this video was helpful for you. I hope it was interesting, maybe gave you some more insight into your mindset when it comes to purchasing makeup. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up. I do post new videos about 3 times a week, so if you want to see more from me, make sure to subscribe and don't forget to hit that bell icon to get notified every time I post. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.